Hello, my friends. It's good to be with you again today. We are going to be doing our math lesson a little bit shorter than yesterday because we are just dividing by fours, and my goodness, we know how to skip count by fours. Sing it with me. Ready? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60. That's how we skip count by fours. Great job. So if you know that, you can divide by fours. So review with me. Say it with me. Division is subtracting equal groups. One more time. Division is subtracting equal groups. So really, all that means is if we have a problem like this, 20 divided by 4, it means how many times can 4 fit into 20? And remember, we've talked about this a little bit before. How many times can 4 fit into 20? That sounds confusing, right? How many times can I subtract 4 from 20? So if I start subtracting, that becomes 10, 1. I'm going to subtract again. That becomes 2. I'm going to keep subtracting. You can see my board there. 12, that's 8. And then 8 minus 4 again. It's 4 minus 4 again. I got all the way to 0. How many times did I subtract 4 from 20 before I got to 8? Let's count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's our answer. We could subtract 4 from 25 times because division is subtracting equal groups. But remember, there are easier ways to do it than having to subtract all of those times. But I want you to understand what division is. It's subtracting equal groups. Let's solve it some other ways now. We have 20 divided by 4. Remember, I think one of the easier ways to do it is to make our 4 circles. And we're going to divide our 20 equally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I can go back and count. There's 5 in each group. So that means my answer is 5 because I subtracted groups of 5. Here's a group of 5, 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 here's a group of 5 into my 4 equal groups. So I have 20 dots total, 4 groups, and there's 5 in each group. But remember, the easiest way to do this is to skip count. So we're going to skip count by 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Oh, look at that. I got 5 fingers up, so my answer is 5. Let's do a couple problems together. Let's do the problem 32 divided by 4. 32 divided by 4. 3, 2, 1. Show me. Okay, check your work. Remember, we're going to skip count by 4s until we get to 32. See how many fingers we have up. Ready? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. I've got to stop there. I have 8 fingers up, so my answer is 8. And remember, if you're not sure, you can always turn this around and multiply. 8 times 4. Oh, we even know a song about that. You probably already sang it. 8 times 4 is 32. And that's been on our rockets as well. But you could always skip count. 8, 16, 24, 32. 32, we know the answer's correct. It's really easy to check it with multiplication. Let's do one more. Let's try 36 divided by 4. 3, 2, 1. Show me. All right, remember, we're going to skip count by 4. Let's put our fingers up. Ready? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. I got to 36 and I have 9 fingers up. That means if I subtracted 4 over and over and over, I would subtract 9 times before I got to 0. 4 can fit into 36 9 times. All right, let's take a look at our worksheet here today. There are 2 little tricky parts, but if you follow along right now, you're going to get it, no problem. So here on the front, it says, write a multiplication fact to complete each equation. underline the correct word in the parentheses. So 4 times blank equals 12. Well, you need to just circle. You can circle these if you need to, or you can think there are 4 groups. I'm going to do the first one with you. It says there are 4 groups here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 3 in each group. So I know it's going to be 4 times 3 equals 12. And then look, if we turn it around, we use the same numbers because division and multiplication are inverse operations. That means they're opposite operations. So we would use those same numbers. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So then it says the quotient would increase or decrease if the divisor were 6 instead of 4. Well, let me show you what that means because that sounds super confusing. If we have 12 divided by 4 equals 3, we already solved that one here. And then it says the quotient would increase or decrease if the divisor were 6 instead of 4. Well, we know this is the dividend, is our big total, and the divisor is this number we're dividing it by. So it says if it was 6 instead of 4. Well, let's figure it out. This is the quotient, the answer. Is this going to increase, get bigger, or decrease, get smaller if we change this to a 6? Let's see. 6, 12. Oh, we got to 2. So did it increase, get bigger, or decrease, get smaller? That's right, it decreased, got smaller. So you would circle over here, decrease, it got smaller. I'm going to do the next 2 here with you as well. And then if Miss Rasmussen wants to do this with you guys all together on the front, that would also be a great idea. I know this part can be a little tricky. So here we have 4 times, well, let's see, I have 4 groups. How many is in each group? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each group equals 20. And then we're going to turn that around. When we're dividing, our big total goes first. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So then it says the quotient would increase or decrease if the divisor were 2 instead of 4. Let's find out. This is what we're looking to see if this part, the quotient, the answer, gets bigger or smaller. So let's skip count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Whoa, we got all the way to 10. So did the quotient increase, get bigger, or decrease, get smaller? It increased, got bigger, didn't it? It went from 5 to 10. So I noticed a pattern here. If my divisor right here gets smaller, my quotient gets bigger. But if my divisor gets bigger, my quotient gets smaller. So let's see if we can do it on the next one as well. Let's see if we can predict what the answer is going to be. So the next one is 4 times blank equals 24. And then 24 divided by 4 equals blank. So, oh boy, I have my 4 rows. Let's see how many is in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we know we're going to fill that in as well. Then it says, would the quotient increase or decrease if the divisor was 8 instead of 4? Now, let's see if we can predict. Before, when our divisor got smaller, our quotient got bigger. But what's going to happen if our divisor gets bigger? What happened before when our divisor got bigger? Is our quotient going to get bigger or smaller? See if someone can raise your hand and answer. All right, let's check it out. Let's see. We're going to skip count by 8s till we get to 24. 8, 16, 24, 3. So did our quotient increase, get bigger, or decrease, get smaller? It decreased, it got smaller. That's right. When our divisor gets bigger, our quotient gets smaller. Okay, the other tricky part here on the back, so this part right here. It's actually not tricky at all, but if you don't read the instructions, it might seem tricky. All it says divide each number by 4 and write the quotient. So you're going to start here, 32, and you're going to divide it by 4. So 32 divided by 4, skip count by 4s till you get to 32, write the answer. 20, skip count by 4s until you get to 20, write the answer. Okay, that's all you have to do. Then you're just going to solve these, solve these, solve these. You got it. I can't wait to see you in a couple days.